Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is a process video for Shimmerz paints. Now, this is my second video and I know that I kind of posted back to back, but for this, I wanted to keep it light and easy on my channel because I know that I will get heavier with mixed media and I do use the Shimmerz products a lot more, so it will get heavier in a little bit, I guess, to the normal eye, a little bit harder as we go. So what I decided to do is that I took out the Hip Kit Club's kit for July and started to pull out the colors, and I off camera fussy cut and distressed and backed that strip that you saw on my screen. And so I came in with tons of different colors. So the first color that you saw me use was Spritz Sapphire. The second color is Spritz Chance of Rain. And the color that I'm working on right now is Vibes Ginny Bee Blue. And I'm trying to follow the rainbow colors just a little bit. I mean, I do follow it in line, but I follow it kind of sporadically. The next color that I'm working with is Colorings Oh Say Can You See? And I'm just splattering on there for right now. I did gesso it to soften down this paper from Pink Fresh Studio so that this sticks out. The yellow that I'm working on is Colorings No Yoking. And I'm just pulling in that paper every time. I wanted it to look like a rainbow on the bottom with this top piece staying the same. So the top piece on there will stay the same and I don't do much to it up there. The red color, or kind of like an orangey red color that I'm working with, is a Spritz. It's Caribbean Sunset. And then the last color that you see me work with is Spritz Plum Pudding. Now those are all the colors that I put down on here, and I do come in a couple of good times with the Shimmerings, the Heavy Metal. Those are the colors that I use. So that means I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors. And it doesn't even look like I did that much on my screen. Now, I am coming in with the lines. Now, if you're wanting to have your uniform lines of like dripping, use your heat tool. Put a blob of it like you will see me do here. I will put 2 blobs of quite a bit of paint in it. And then I take my heat tool and I move it and I just let it run, but then I keep it uniform. So if I want it in certain spots, I just run my heat tool back and forth and then I get it to dry. And then it dries in there, and then this is how you get the paint swirls. And this is when I come in for the first time with the Heavy Metal. And I do come back in with it at the end just to add a little bit on top of everything since I put it on the bottom. I do dry this, and one of my blobs that I had, I thought I got it up. It runs and it's okay. I'm fine with it. And that's pretty much like my mixed media. If you have any questions regarding how I did this with my heat tool, just leave me a comment down below and I will definitely get right back to you. So now I'm going to embellish. While I am waiting for that paper to completely dry, I cut up a bunch of the Project Life cards and I'm placing them all together. While you're seeing me do that, the photos that I have and the title for this is going to be called Enjoy Life. And it is my first year for my daughter soccer year in the spring for her in the US. We've watched a lot of football and whatnot in Germany, and she's played in Germany and all of that kind of stuff, and I played in Germany. I just loved it. It was so much fun. And this is the first season here in the States that she's done. She is now in her second season, the fall season right now. So I'm catching up on some of her soccer stuff so that I can be caught up on this. Now, I am going to tell you that I am going to take all of these, and when I get my 1-inch binders in from Close to My Heart, her soccer photos are going to go in there just for her soccer. I love the fact that Close to My Heart came out with 1-inch binders that are D-rings that can house thick things like this, and I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them in and use one of them as her, so that she can pull out and just look at her soccer of what I've taken and what I've done with the layouts. So now I have backed all of this. I have done my mini dimensionals. I've taken off all of those pieces off camera just so that I can be ready to place this down when I'm ready. I did get out thread because, you know, thread is becoming my new norm for me outside of distressing. I do use a lot of thread. I'm trying to get my thread up and have quite a bit, so I have all of those colors. And now I placed it down. So now, as you can tell that I kind of tried to stay as line as I could as possible with it, and it looks really well. Or it looks really well. What the heck? I can't talk. It looks really good. Now I'm just working on certain spots that I want to do, and you will see that I do this just a tad bit different. I change out some of the pieces and I keep some of the pieces, and I go from, you know, kind of go from there. I take off the foam for these because I've already got it on dimensionals. I'm trying to keep it as not heavy dimensional based, but you'll see what I do. I do tend to get heavy in dimensional anyway. So I did cut that puffy heart because I wanted to get this underneath. So now I'm going to glue this down. I am going to run tons of ATG over it so that it sticks, and then I place that down on there, and then that is where my photo is going to go. Again, I told you that I'm not going to do much above because I'm using that banner as my breaking point for this particular photo. And my daughter's personality this year, because she is growing into her own element, she really loves soccer. She's getting into it. She is now playing goalie because she's aggressive at it. Now, Coach and I have been talking. We're like, now we don't know who we're going to put at midfield because she's been at midfield for 2 seasons now. And now the coach is going to have her at goalie for 1 game to see how it goes. And I know for a fact she's going to probably be staying there. And then we have to figure out who we're going to put at midfield. And I don't coach. I just help coach along if she needs me and whatnot, just to, help guide and whatnot, because it is the same coach as we had for the spring for this season as she is rolling into fall. And I've been trying to help her trying to help coach get her and get everybody into the right positions, because we've got some of the new kids back, and we've got a lot of new kids, but we have only a few veterans back that have been under this coaching, and we know where the styles are at. And so, yeah. So I wanted this page to be colorful, but yet whimsical at the same time. I don't know if I achieved that, but I think I did. And I just really wanted to showcase that you can do a lot of shimmer products, do exactly what I've done, and still achieve that light area for mixed media where you do not have to go heavy. I did gesso this off camera before I put this on, because I'm telling you, if you do not use gesso, you can't do what I did. You cannot do what I did if you do not gesso it when you're running the heat tool. The heat tool needs to have it with gesso. If you don't, you won't get your lines. It'll just dry right there. It doesn't move. And so I'm just now placing down the enamel dots. I'm following the colors that I have on there to make it look right. I have this kit is pretty much getting demolished, which is good because that's what I wanted for this. So now I'm going to pull in this Enjoy Life is going to be my title. It's going to go down on the bottom. You can't really see it on camera, but I'm telling you, you can see this word in this title. You'll see it in the still shots of what I'm talking about. It works perfect there because the color matches, and I kind of color blocked just a little bit with it. And the white is just there anyway. I pull in a few of the flowers with it. And this is pretty much done. You'll see me finish up with a flower and a couple other things. Make sure you go check out everybody that is part of the Scrap Magnet or the Scrap Timber. All the links will be down below. The still shots are coming up. I hope that you like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!